That's old by hockey standards. Not by announcing standards, I trust. All right, play underway here for the second period. Bob Gainey missing, of course. It would have been kind of neat. Well, it was when the one game I did see. He checked Lafleur the odd time when Lafleur was on the right side and Gainey the left. Bob Gainey still in a cast with the broken foot he suffered back on the 9th of January. Skrudland to the New York line. Stick handling. Now lets a shot go. It's redirected by McPhee. Now flipped through the crease by Lemieux. Svoboda's shot and throws the splits, and Lemieux can't get a shot away. We got a penalty coming up here on New York. Lemieux in front of Svoboda, and he deflected it. Goaltender out. Roy to the bench. Smith comes on. Here's McPhee with the puck. Canadians with 6 skaters to Svoboda. It deflects. Does Green reach it? No, he does not. Ogrodnik does, and we get the penalty call made now. So early in the first period, this one coming at 44 seconds, Michel Bergeron's going to have to send his penalty-killing unit out because the Rangers have drawn a penalty. Team captain Kelly Kitsio going to the box for 2.
On Claude Lemieux in front of the net. And Lemieux's been making things happen for Montreal, Dick. I know he had an unproductive January, but Lemieux had a pretty good scoring chance, and you'll see Kitsio right in front of the net. He kind of grabs him right there as Lemieux goes down. Kitsio penalized Montreal on the power play.
Hooking the call against the Ranger captain in his 3rd season in New York after he started his NHL career in Detroit, following some time playing hockey in Europe.
I think with Corson Smith, get some size in front of that net. You got Richer on one point, Chelios on the other. Look for some shots from the blue line.
And I think that Pat Burns is looking for something that used to be one of your favorite words, Scotty, a little more intensity in his team. Smith with a couple of cracks at it, and the puck deflects wide. Canadians control off the faceoff. Lemieux behind the net. Waiting, over to Smith. Bobby Smith with it in the corner. Rangers killing the penalty. Corson a shot, and it didn't miss by much, but it missed. Chelios a drive. Deflection. Loose in the crease, and it goes through and out the back. 4 shots on this power play for the Canadiens so far in the first 30 seconds. Out in front, Corson can't reach it. Richer, a blast gets through. 5 shots. Chelios in front. Lemieux is tied up, and the Rangers get a break. They got a 2-on-1 right here. Richer is back. Here's a pass. Granato on the left side, stopping up against Richer. Flips it through, and it goes behind Deblois. Chelios leaves it at the blue line. Bobby Smith can't control it as it's knocked away. And the Rangers, Sandstrom takes over and flips the puck at center ice. Granato tips it to the Canadiens' line. Richer, Courtnall misses his pass. Chelios there, fails to click with Courtnall. The Rangers break in, but Chelios comes up with that rolling puck. Now it's Courtnall. Bobby Smith into the zone. Smith flips it through, right through, stopped by Froze, and the whistle stops the play with 43 seconds left in the penalty to Kitsio. Here's another update with Brian.
The Blackhawks have gone ahead of the Toronto Maple Leafs in the second period at Maple Leaf Gardens. Here's Presley coming from the corner after the Leafs failed to ice the puck. There's Gardner all alone to the side of the net, and he just pops it in. So it's a 2-1 game at the Gardens, the Hawks in front.
They've given a lot of room, Dick, to the point men in Montreal. In fact, the 4 Ranger penalty killers were all grouped in front of the net, and Canadians earlier had tried to play inside the box. Corson nearly got through, but now, of course, with Robinson and Lume, changes things around. But Richer and Chelios had a lot of room early on that power play.
Richer is up on the forward line now with Thibodeau and McPhee for this face-off. Deblois moving in to take the draw for New York. 2-1, the Rangers lead, but the Canadians coming close on a rather productive power play here from the standpoint of shots. They've had 6, but they don't get one there as the Rangers clear it down the ice. Lume back in his own zone, the rookie from Finland. Back in the lineup after sitting out a couple of games last week. Had trouble handling the puck there. Now it's Larry Robinson for the Canadiens. Robinson flips it to McPhee, who gets it back to Robinson, and they're going nowhere fast here, the Canadiens, and there's only 15 seconds left in the penalty time. Now Robinson ahead, right side. McPhee shoots the puck in behind the net. Richer after it, skates by it. Robinson tries to keep it in and does. McPhee to Richer. Richer with the penalty over now. Richer's pass to Robinson, blocked. Kissio's out of the box. Here's Deblois moving in, drops it off of that far side, and Sandstrom's shot is blocked by Lume. So the Rangers had a bit of a break, Scotty, but couldn't do anything with it.
Well, Sandstrom, a left-hand shot down the right wing, got handcuffed by the pass from Deblois.
Leach a long shot from outside the line. The Rangers number 2, Brian Leach. Here's Richer moving in, loses control of the puck, and McPhee can't reach it. Leach then clears it out of the zone. Brian Leach, born in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Canadians haven't got that transition game usually down, Dick. They have to move it quicker from their defense to forward. That's been a strong part of their game this year.
They're in the New York zone now, but fail to get anything organized, and Kissio feeds it ahead to Ogrodnik. At the line, Ogrodnik to Leach. The shot goes off a stick. It's high, it's over the glass, it's out of play, and the whistle goes. The Rangers continue to lead. It's 2-1. We'll be right back after this message. And Patrick Law, the Flames have come from behind 1-0 and have taken a 2-1 lead over the Canucks. They are playing at the Olympic Saddle Dome in Calgary. Off the draw, quick shot, Sandstrom, saved by Roy. Svoboda with it. Goes behind the net. You know, Scotty, the Canadiens in each of their last 3 games allowed the opposition just 1 goal. They've been scored upon twice here, twice in the first 6.5 minutes in this one tonight.
I think that they've been looking back, Dick, rather than look ahead. They know they got a week off, and the concentration hasn't been there after big wins in Pittsburgh and Quebec.
At the line, Rangers keep it in. Granato can't reach it against Green. Green then bumps with Granato along the boards. Courtnall comes up with it and misses Walter with the pass. And it's cleared back down into the Canadian zone. Ryan Walter's father is in from the Vancouver area and is at the game tonight. Here comes Carbonneau. Lafleur is on. Carbonneau drops it off to Courtnall with a drive and throws low bridge on that one for the New York goaltender. Went off the glass. Now it's Courtnall trying to get set for a shot. It's poked away. The puck by Froze into the corner. Chelios misses it as he pinched in. Brunet is on, and he keeps the puck in the zone. Carbonneau hustles after it. Brunet in front of the net. In front it goes to Brunet, and he couldn't make contact. Svoboda clears it back deep in the zone. Brunet jammed by Petit. Out in front to Courtnall. A shot blocked by Mark Hardy. Brunet now to Courtnall. Misses the puck inside his own line, and the Rangers bring it out. Miller to the line. Miller a flip pass over that far side. Comes back to Lafreniere. He scores! The Rangers, nice play into the Canadian zone. It's 3-1 New York.
Well, Lafleur threw it over to Miller, and he threw it back, and Lafreniere was left in that slot area, something that doesn't happen often in Montreal. Pop shots from the slot area, something like the Mullen goal. And there's the play coming in right here. It'll come back to Lafreniere, and boy, he puts it right over to Roy. Chelios sort of got his back turned, and a misplay by the Canadiens defenseman. And look at that shot for Lafreniere coming over from the Nordics. Played for Bergeron in Quebec as well.
Well, he was a happy kid, I'll tell you. Only his 3rd goal of this season. He's been up and down with the Rangers. And it gives the New York team a 2-goal lead at 3-1 Rangers.
Bergeron said he had Kessio at 29, Devlois 32. He had to break in some young centermen. That's how Lafreniere's getting his chance.
Here comes Smith to the line. Chance now for Brunet. A pass intended for Keane. T and Miller in on that play at 4:56. Here's the Canadiens in close. Score! Bobby Smith. They come right back. Smith out with 2 rookies, Scotty, Brunet and Keane, and we're back to a 1-goal hockey game. Well, sometimes it helps when you get one back quickly.
They catch the Ranger defense of Shaw and Leach, and Smith's able to park himself on the right side. He just can bang it. Look at Leach now. He doesn't see where he goes for the puck, and finally throws. All the Rangers playing the one side, and Smith going on that side and just tapping it in. But watch number 2, Leach, the defenseman. He's sort of mesmerized. Keane throws it across and gets an assist as well on the play.
Assisted by number 12, Mike Keane. Even the 10 off the run, number 43, Benoit Brunet. As St. Luke comes to go at 5 minutes, 14 seconds.
Mike McPhee went to the referee and asked for the puck. Brunet's first NHL point, so I guess they gave it to him. 3-2 New York now. Puck in the Canadian zone. Chelios being chased by Granato on the play. Gets it ahead to Brian Strudlin on the right side. Lemieux tries to take it off the board. Lemieux against Greshner now as they go deep into the zone. Strudlin with the puck. A centering pass is blocked by Kerry Wilson. Strudlin and Wilson battle along the boards deep in the Montreal end of the rink. Now it's McPhee, and look at our friends Strudlin and Wilson still going at one another. Puck is cleared from the corner, and the Rangers take over with Granato ahead. Sandstrom turning now at his own line. Turning again. That time to get away from Lemieux. Greshner waits, and then clears it ahead left side. No contact made by the Rangers. Puck rolls down into the Canadian zone, and the New York team is called for icing. They have played 6 minutes and 13 seconds here. Second period. The Rangers and Guy Lafleur lead the Canadiens 3-2.
Coliseum in Edmonton, Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Now there are 4 players in this game tonight who will be in Edmonton. Ryan Mullen for the Rangers, and Bobby Smith, Larry Robinson, and Mike McPhee representing the Montreal Canadiens. Face off in the New York zone to the left. Petit comes up with it. Brings it into the center ice area. Left side pass to Miller. Chelios chasing after him. Chelios in trouble, but gets out of the trouble with a good play ahead to Richer. Canadians on the move with Thibodeau to the blue line now. Thibodeau drops it for Ludwig. He shoots it through. It's loose. The net is empty. Corson can't get that rebound as Froze was frozen on the play, and the puck got away from him. I think he thought he had it. Hardy deep in his own zone. Hardy checked by Thibodeau. Centering pass for Corson in front. Richer. Oh, Bob Froze with a big save for New York. Canadians coming close. Richer, a flip pass blocked by Lafreniere, who has just scored for New York here, their 3rd goal. Canadians then came back with Smith at 3-2, and Lafleur is underway. He's all alone. And a shot off Ludwig way up into the white seat, second level here at the Forum. In the south end to our left behind Patrick Roy. Guy Lafleur, just to check his record so far, he has played in 40 games, 10 goals, 19 assists, 29 points. Since returning from his foot injury, he played 11 games, a goal and 5 assists.
Pass from Thibodeau, and Richer puts it where he wants it on his backhand on the far side. Good save by Froze. And like you mentioned, Dick, Lafleur, even sitting out those 4 years with his points right now at 1275, including the Ranger points, 1276 tonight, 10th on the all-time list after missing 4 years.
Couldn't quite catch the Rocket as the all-time top goal scorer.
518, I think, Dick, to 544, but Ron Greshner's played 910 games as a Ranger, drafted in 74, and only played 39 games over 2 years. He would have been 1,000 game with the Rangers had he not suffered that back injury.
Lumet in his own zone, ahead for Bobby Smith, back to Jurke Lumet. To the New York line. He fires one, and we get the same thing at the other end of the ice. The north end off Leach. And way up. Leach was a pretty good baseball player, holds some kind of an American college record for strikeouts because he was a pitcher. But he played for the U.S. Olympic team, Boston College, scored a zillion goals in his prep school days. 70 goals, 70 goals and 90 assists in 2 years in prep school.
School called Avon Old Farms, Dick, so you know, he was also a finalist for the Hobey Baker as a freshman. That's the only time it's ever happened in U.S. collegiate history that a freshman has been a finalist for the Hobey Baker Award with Boston College, so he's really had it. He's a great athlete.
Here's Larry Robinson in front to Brunet, a shot, and it's turned aside by Froze. So the young kid Benoit Brunet getting some scoring type chances here after his first assist on the goal by Bobby Smith. 3-2 Rangers. Lumet being checked deep in the zone. Puck comes free. Turcotte on for the second time, the rookie, number 8 for the Rangers, Darren Turcotte. Here comes Bobby Smith. Smith swings to the right side. Can't find any room at the New York blue line. Now over left wing for Robinson. Robinson to Brunet. Brunet has the puck get away from him. He hops on it against Leach. Feeds it into Bobby Smith. Smith to Keane. Keane against Patrick. Brunet comes up with the puck against the backboards for Montreal. Against Leach. Now it's Smith on a wraparound. Can't quite make it happen. Puck is dumped back into the Ranger zone for Keane. Keane turns against the boards. Leach checking him, and Patrick now for New York. Just flips it around on the dasher. Takes a Montreal bounce and goes to Bobby Smith. Smith tries to flip it over to Robinson, and it gets there. Robinson in front for Brunet, and it's knocked away from him by Patrick out to center ice. Bobby Smith has played some pretty good hockey this last week for Montreal. Very dominant. Teams making changes. Leach to Patrick. Patrick a pass right side, but the Rangers are on a change. Ogrodny comes off the bench, however, and clears it into the Canadian zone. After it now, Robinson. Robinson stopped by along the boards by Mullen, and it's flipped back into the Canadian zone. 3-2 New York. They played 9 minutes here in the second period. Svoboda being chased back behind his own net, gets the puck ahead to Lemieux. Lemieux to Skrudland, working against Hardy. At the line, shoots it in. McPhee after it. but it bounces to Michel Petit, former Quebec Major Junior Hockey League player, who plays it off the boards and right through to Patrick Roy. And around they go again. McPhee. Canadians out shooting the Rangers 10-4 this period. Skrudland in front of Lemieux. Can't redirect it. He was covered on the play by Ogrodnik. Puck is shot outside the line. Lemieux bumped by Kissio. Not much open ice, Scotty, in this game.
No, and not much speed. The Canadians can't get that puck to the centerman. They've tried that pass off the end boards, trying to catch the Ranger defenseman.
Puck cleared down into the Montreal zone. Carbonneau behind the net. Round on the boards. Patrick shoots it in. Kissio loses it, and Carbonneau flips it around far side for McPhee, who dumps it out to center ice. Greshner has it there. Teams have passed the halfway point here in the second period. Svoboda tried to send Lemieux away, and here comes Carbonneau against Patrick. Lemieux catching up. Claude Lemieux can't get the shot away as Greshner came back defensively for the Rangers. Good play by Ron Greshner. The old pro came through for New York with Lemieux in full. Now here comes Walter. Walter fakes in front. A shot by Cortland. Deflects right through to Froze, who was sprawling on the play. And the New York goaltender down on his back. He hangs on. Face-off, Ranger territory. They still lead it 3-2.
Get a university degree. Pete.
Froze, the former Philadelphia Flyer, comes through for the New York Rangers with a strange play and a deflection.
And he fooled Lemieux earlier. The Dick, he came out and Lemieux lost the pass. But this is Courtnall. Doesn't get enough on it as Froze slides across. But he made a good move as Lemieux came down with Carbonneau. And I think he distracted Lemieux by coming out, and the puck rolled off Lemieux's stick. Didn't get a scoring chance.
Face off in the Ranger zone. They lead at 3-2, but the Canadians have come close after falling behind 3-1 after the Smith goal to tying this game. Lafleur is on again. DeBlois fires it off the boards. Rangers keep it in the zone, far side. Kevin Miller to Lafleur. Guy Lafleur against Gilles Thibodeau. Lafleur with the puck. Good play against the boards by Lafleur. Now it's Miller is centering pass. There's Lafleur.
You don't have a tally, Dick, how many goals he scored in that net, but you know it's a couple hundred probably. But Lafleur showing the magic in front of the net. He's able to take that rebound and put it right in the net, and what an ovation.
Scotty, I've never heard the other team score an ovation like this ever at the Montreal Forum.
Lafleur gets right behind everybody, right in front. Roy made the save, and he just gets it right over on top of him. Lafreniere on the ice with Miller, and there's the second angle as Lafleur gets the open net and throws it right in the corner.
And you know that he is got some electricity in his veins right now after that one. It's turning into the night of the flower, a goal and an assist. And the Canadians.
He was also in on that other goal, Dick. He was actually the fourth man in on that play on their third goal.
Richer around Petit, hauled down, hit the post. Thibodeau had the goalie beaten, and the Rangers come back. DeBlois to Turcotte. Turcotte is shot right on. The rebound, DeBlois can't reach it. DeBlois with the puck. It's the room. Canadians back off. The shot hits a leg. Deflects to Corson. Corson ahead for Russ Courtnall into the New York zone. Smith to the front of the net. Courtnall in close. Rose hangs on up against the post. And we'll have another face-off in the New York zone. Lafleur from Lafreniere and Miller. And that was the big cheer. Guy's parents look on. There's space, and there it is, more than a trace. Here is isolated shot of him.
Well, Lafreniere takes the shot, the rebound, and Pat Burns was upset. No Canadian picked up Lafleur. He kind of snuck behind on the off-wing deck and put the rebound behind Roy.
As we mentioned, Guy's parents here from Thurso for the game. This is the first time they've ever sat in this building and cheered against the Montreal Canadiens. Face off to the right in the New York zone. Well, 2 games against the Canadiens, Scotty, this year for Lafleur, 2 goals. Off the draw, Svoboda with it. His shot right through, and Froze makes the save again. I guess, with the exception when Gordie Howe would be the only other player, I guess, Scotty, to ever come back and play against the team that he left as the all-time top scorer. And Lafleur still is the all-time top point scorer in the Canadiens' history. As we look at that play where Gilles Thibodeau had Froze beat right off the post and out the other side. Puck in the New York zone again. Carbonneau with it. Carbonneau, behind the net it goes. Courtnall. Patrick checking on him. And the puck is cleared along the boards. The Canadiens keep it in the zone. Ogrodnik. Far side, it's Miller, and he just gets rid of it out to center ice. Carbonneau after it. Ogrodnik there as well. Rangers got some zip to them here, Scotty. They're a step ahead of the Canadiens.
Well, you know, Bergeron is a defensive man, Dick, and his team is checking much better since he took over the Rangers. They've been a better checking club.
There's Jam along the boards. Green feeds it ahead to Walter. Now it's Courtnall, right wing to the New York line against Leach. Following up is Svoboda on the play. Svoboda behind the net, flips it out in front into traffic. Rick Green a shot, and that doesn't feed through as he looked for his first goal of the year. And the puck is fed back deep into the corner. And Granato can't get it by Ryan Walter. Picks it up again and fires it off the boards and out into the center ice area. Now it is Chelios. Chelios a pass to McPhee, moving in with Brian Skrudland. A shot deflects wide. Skrudland elected to shoot on the play. Chelios lets it go, and it flips wide. Lemieux on the far side, a centering pass, but the Canadiens are well covered, especially Leach doing the job on Mike McPhee in front of the net. 4-2, Rangers lead. 6:44 left, second period. Lemieux with the New York line, stopped up. Skrudland tries to follow in, and the Rangers all over the Canadiens. It's a little bit sloppy offensively for Montreal right here. Skrudland.
This is the time you got to be careful, Dick. You can't do it alone. The Rangers check well as a team. Montreal has to move that puck a lot quicker.
No icing, says the linesman, as the puck is cleared down into the New York zone for Patrick. And it's off the skate of Sandstrom. He chases it down into the Canadiens' end of the rink. And Lafleur is back on again, and suddenly he has become more of a hero now than he was when the game began. Here's McPhee. McPhee to Chelios. Chelios through in front of the net. It's cleared by Patrick. McPhee centering it. Nobody there. And here's Lafleur. Center right at the blue line. Pass blocked by Robinson. Greshner. And it deflects down into the Canadian zone for Larry Robinson with 5:35 left here in the second period. Ryan McFarland's Inside Hockey feature in our second intermission is all about Guy Lafleur.
See, they're not going in to the Rangers, Dick. They've got a lot of players in the neutral zone, making it tough to really get loose in the neutral zone.
They're going to play that kind of a game from now on, except at moments like this. Lafleur to Lafreniere. Offside as they got crossed up at the Canadiens line. 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Second period. The New York Rangers lead the Montreal Canadiens 4 against the Canadiens. With the Rangers, he won only one of the previous 5. Typical Michel. He likes to put on the show, and I tell you, the Quebec-Montreal rivalry misses him, Scotty. Those games aren't anywhere near what they were during the years that he was doing his thing. Ronald Corey, the Canadiens president, not too pleased, of course, with the scoreboard right now.
In past games, Dick, Lafleur hasn't played as much when the Rangers have been ahead, but I think with the injury to Eriksson, he will probably play regular from now on in.
There's Smith and Keane, and again the Canadiens come awfully close. But close doesn't count on the scoreboard in this particular sport. Keane shoots the puck in, throws, clears it around. Smith was dumped behind the play. The fans reacted. Referee McCreary did not. Keane at the line now for Montreal. Shoots it in. It hits a leg. Robinson shovels it. It bounces through. Brunet was there, but Froze had control of the puck. And we'll have another face-off in the New York zone. 4:40 remaining here in the second period.
The Flower has scored at the Forum tonight, and he will blossom on Inside Hockey coming up in our second intermission.
Face-off in the New York zone to the left of Bob Froze. Rangers in an interesting goaltending situation. I'll get Scotty to talk about that in just a minute. Their backup tonight is Michael Sadie, playing junior hockey in Niagara Falls. Van Beesbrook isn't hurt. He's just resting. Courtnall in front. Carbonneau passed it, but Walter was tied up on the play by Kerry Wilson. Puck into the center ice zone. Sandstrom can't reach it for New York. Robinson does for Montreal to Courtnall. Courtnall stopped up at the line. Cross-ice pass now. Finds Robinson. Robinson to Carbonneau. Carbonneau's pass deflects back out to the neutral zone. Ryan Walter drills it off the boards. It bounces through to the side of the Ranger crease. 25-16 the shots in favor of Montreal, but 4-2 the score that counts in favor of New York.
They don't come up the sideboards much, Dick. They're trying to get it to the center man, and he just deflects it either way, so they don't give much chance to the Montreal defense of the pinch.
Here comes Shane Corson. Lafleur checking on Corson. Drop pass intercepted by Lafleur. The Rangers bring it right back out with Sandstrom. Working against Robinson at the Montreal line. Knocked away. Lumet had it, but the Rangers play thrown offside, and you get some of the fans here arguing the call. This program is copyrighted strictly for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction, retransmission, distribution, or exhibition, in whole or in part, without the express written consent of the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, is strictly prohibited.
Look at Jyrki Lumet, Dick. I think his hockey sense is what's impressed most people that haven't seen him play, and he came in from Sherbrooke maybe just to fill in for a couple of games, has made himself a regular, necessitated the trade of Mike Lawler to St. Louis, and he's fitted in very well with Larry Robinson, but he seems to have a good feel for the game and good offensive skills.
Guy Lafleur out there. He finished his career in Montreal with 1,246 points. Only 3 players in the history of the Canadiens exceeded 1,000 points in their career with the team. John Beliveau was second at 1,219. Who's third? There's trivia for you. Here's Thibodeau moving in. Thibodeau, a quick shot, rebound. Oh, and it's flipped over the net by Riche. What a chance for the Canadiens to move to within 1 again. And here's Lafleur. He's in all alone. Lafleur's shot scores! What a night for the Flower!
Well, he said he was coming back to enjoy hockey, Dick. He won't enjoy it any more than he will at this moment right now, scoring his 2nd goal of the game. It looked like the puck was going to get away from him. He finally cradled it and showed the Lafleur magic again, throwing it behind Roy. But he's sort of reaching for the pass, and he gets it. He's going in and out. I think it's Swoboda was the defenseman back, and he gets Roy going down early and puts it between his legs. Yes, it was Swoboda who kind of lost sight of the puck. And there's the puck going right through Roy's leg. Goal number 2, point number 3, 5-2 New York.
I don't care what he might do or what the Rangers might do between now and the end of the season. This one is going to be his highlight, I'll tell you.
His goal is 12th of the season, scored by number 10, Guy Lafleur. Assisted by number 26, Kevin Miller.
So the Canadiens come close, but Lafleur is the story. And the Rangers lead 5-2. Scully kind of grinned, but now he's laughing. And well, he might. As we look at it again, Lafleur does a number first on Swoboda, then on Patrick Roy for his 2nd goal of the night. Oh.
Just stayed on side, Dick, as the puck got over the blue line, and Swoboda kind of reaching for it, lost it.
Off the face-off, New York zone is dumped out to center ice. You know, not only is this a big night for Lafleur, this has got to be a downer for the Canadiens right now, the whole team. They haven't had this kind of treatment on home ice this season, I don't believe. To be down by 3 this early in the piece, so they've got to play a lot of catch-up hockey here if they're going to get back in this game and have a better week during the All-Star break. Puck into the New York zone. Corson can't get started. Green keeps it in from the blue line. Screws it in front. Corson scores. We've got our 8th goal of the hockey game. It's 5-3 New York.
A lot of these close plays, Dick, in front of the Ranger goal. I think the Canadiens feel if they could get in that slot area, the Rangers defense is not that physical when you take away Petit. And here's Corson's allowed to get right in front of the net. Just an easy, simple play, and nobody there. Similar to the goal that Brian Mullen scored in the first period. No Ranger defenseman. Shaw going down to try to block the pass. Leach picked up Riche, and Corson throws it in the net. All alone in front.
And I can tell you, this Go Habs Go chant is being chanted by a lot of the people who were cheering like crazy for Guy Lafleur here just a couple of minutes ago.
Shane Corson.
Corson makes it 5-3 with 2:22 left in the second period.
Number 39, Brian Strudland. Here to Nielsen, and number 5, Rick Green.
Here come the Rangers. Kissio.
17 minutes, 38 seconds.
5-3 the score. The Rangers lead the Canadiens. Kissio in the corner. Strudland jamming with the Ranger captain. They're on top of the puck. It's underneath them. McCreary watches. Doesn't blow the play dead yet. And has he finally? Yes, he has.
Next Saturday on
Face off in the Canadian zone. Kissio and Strudland getting set. Puck back to Petit. A shot blocked by McPhee. And he gets rid of the puck out of the Canadian zone. Hardy ahead of Lemieux. And look out, it's a bad enough night for Pat Burns and Jacques Laperriere and Ronald Corey over there. They almost got dinged with that puck that was flipped on the backhand off Hardy's stick.
Burns was very upset at the first Lafleur goal, feeling nobody picked him up. And Dick, with 1:37 seconds left in this second period, Canadiens record, should they trail after 2 wins, 10 losses, 1 tie, so they have not been in this position very much. We could add the Rangers have been strong when they were behind after 2 periods. Of course, they should be able to be ahead in this game with 1.5 minutes left.
Well, Scotty, the Rangers have also been very strong on the road lately. They have lost only once in their last 10 road games. That was in Calgary. Puck shot down into the Canadian zone. And the Rangers on top of the Canadiens right there in that sequence as they jam along the boards again. Greshner knocks the puck down out of the air. And Carbonneau gets it up to Walter to Courtnall, but he couldn't catch up with the puck. Now here's Guy Carbonneau making moves to get inside the New York line, and he tries to center to hit Patrick. And the Rangers come back with Granato. He has 32 goals, the rookie. And he's stopped up by another American, Frank Ludwig. The puck rolls through to Patrick Law. And as the whistle goes, there's 53 seconds left to play here in the second period. And back comes the Rangers' number 10. Kerry Wilson. Scotty, you mentioned the points that he has picked up for this team. Certainly 9 goals, 20 assists in 17 games after the trade from Hartford, plus an assist here tonight.
But, you know, this could have the makings, Dick, from an excellent third period. Montreal have outscored the opposition by 15 in the third period, and Rangers have outscored their opposition by 19. So we're setting the stage. Should be an excellent third period.
Carbonneau on the draw. Puck comes back at the point. Shaw with a drive right on. Wow, the glove grab. And we'll have another face-off in the Canadian zone. Now, you saw at the end of the first period, there were 4 seconds left. When Bergeron pulled the goalie, that whole sequence took 5 seconds. And it really wasn't that fast. I've seen it. Shaw kind of took his time with the shot. It can happen.
Oh, plenty of time to score, Dick.
Lume to Robinson. Larry Robinson ahead, picked up Corson, who has scored. Corson tries to set up Ryan Walter. Puck comes back for Lume. Lume into the New York zone with a backhand to the side of the net. Players jam. Puck knocked away by Lafreniere. 25 seconds left in the period as the Rangers dump it to center. Carbonneau, the 2 geese over there. And here's Corson checking it away. Left side. He's all alone in the New York end of the rink. Shaw watching him. Walter cutting to the front of the net. Now the puck comes loose for Bobby Smith to Corson. 10 seconds left in the period. And it's cleared around behind the New York goal. Leach has it there. Leach across to Shaw. This one ticks down, and the period comes to an end. So we had 5 goals in the period. The Canadiens outshot the Rangers 17-9. But where it counts for New York, Lafreniere and Guy Lafleur with 2 goals. For the Canadiens, Bobby Smith and Shane Corson did the scoring. So that all adds up to a 5-3. The Rangers